In this video, we are going to talk about how to factor special cases for quadratic expressions. Here, there are four expressions. We want to factor them. And ax squared minus 64 and 81x to the power of 4 minus 25 squared. This is difference of square. And 4x squared plus 12x plus 9 and 25x squared minus 40x plus 16. This is a perfect square format, but different between this and this is positive, is negative. Before we factor them, let's review the basic knowledge. So this left side we want to expand it, and right side we want to factor it. So let's expand it. Okay. So a plus b times a minus b. So a times a squared, and a times negative b is negative ab, and b times a is ba, and b times negative b is negative b squared. So negative ab, negative ba is the same, so a squared minus b squared. Yeah, this is expanding form, right? So difference of square, so a squared plus b squared, so it's opposite of expanding, right? A squared minus b squared should equal, and a plus b times a minus b. This is different square, right? So a plus b squared, so we can write a plus b times a plus b, two same factor, and a squared, right? A times b plus ab, and b times a plus ba, and b times b is b squared. So ab, ba should be 2ab, ab plus b squared. So this ai squared plus 2ab plus b squared is expanding form, right? So it's opposite text expanding. So should be equals a plus b squared, right? We just copy it. Yeah, so means when you see this expression in quadratic trinomial, you can write a plus b squared. It's a perfect square. So next, a minus b squared, and both factor same, and a squared, and a times negative b, a negative b, ab negative ab, and ba negative ba, and negative b should be positive b squared. So a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So yeah, this we expand this, right? So for a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, they're equal, so opposite should be equal a plus b, and sorry, should be a minus b. Yeah, minus b. And let's erase it, make it clear. Okay, so a minus b squared. Okay, so we have those perfect square and different square and the formula, so we can do the factor. So okay, so look at the first one, s squared minus 64. This is the difference of square format, so we write x squared, right, minus 64 is 8 squared. So use difference of square, you see, a minus square plus b square equals a plus b times a minus b, right? So x, just copy 8, and x minus 8. Done. So very easy. So for b, 81x to the power 4 should be 9x squared, right? The power rule. And 25y squared should be equal 5y squared. So we change it to the square of difference. So 9s squared plus 5y, and multiply 9s squared minus 5y. Okay, this is done, right? So we cannot continue to factor out this. So next is perfect square, right? Perfect square, you see, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals a plus b squared. So, and look at this, right? We can write 2x squared, this 4x squared, right, plus 12x, leave it, and the 9 is 3 squared, right? We look at 2, and look at 3. 2ab, we see 12 here. 2 times a is 2, and b, this is b, right? This is b times 3, and equals 12. Okay, it's a perfect square, right? It's perfect square. So we can write 2x, right? 2 minus plus 3, sorry, plus 3 squared. Yeah, this fact form, right? So move to this one. 25x squared is 5s squared minus 40x plus this 4 squared, right? Right. So look at 5 times 4 is 20, and times 2 is 40. So it's perfect square, right? For this. So 5x, right, minus 4 square, right? It's correct. So if we square it, 25x squared and 16, and 2ab is 40x. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So it looks like very easy as long as we master the special case for difference of square or perfect square rules. Okay, next we do the summary. So a polynomial of the form a squared plus 2ab plus b squared and a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. This is perfect square trinomial, right? So this one can be factor a plus b squared. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared can factor a minus b squared. Pay attention, this is negative, and here is negative, right? If all positive, it's positive. A polynomial of the form a squared minus b squared is difference of square, right? It's a square and difference, and can be factor a plus b times a minus b. Right here we have 6 questions to ask you fact after each expression. So if you want to do the practice, so the answer is right here is the end of the video, so you can check out if you want. Okay, so next let's summarize for the last 2 videos, because the last 2 videos we talk about s squared plus bs plus c, how to factor this expression if a equals 1, and as squared plus bs plus c if a not equals 1, right? So we just summarize last 2 video plus this video. So okay, the strategy that you use to factor algebraic expression depends on the number of terms, right, and the type of term in the expression. So you can use the following techniques to decide how to factor algebraic expressions. Okay, the first one, so when you look at the expression, so first things you have to think about is any common factor in each terms. So first, divide out all the common monomial factors. For example, 48a to the power 4 c cubed minus 3b to the power 4 and c cubed. And look at the number. Look like there are 3 is common factor, right? And then, okay, every term has c cubed, so it's 3c cubed is a common factor. We have to factor out this common monomial factors. So, and the rest of them you can continue to the rest of them. So the first things. And the second step, if the expression has 2 terms, check for difference of square. Yeah, a squared minus b squared. So you know we can write 2 binomial factor and multiply together. So for example, s4 minus 1, right? So we can write down s squared minus 1 is match difference of square format. So s squared minus 1, s squared plus 1. And this one we can do the difference of square, right? So here just write, you can, if you want, you can continue to it. So this is second steps. The third step, if the expression has 3 terms, check for the perfect square. So this is for plus a plus b squared. If it's negative, with a minus b squared, right? For this one, 49d squared plus 14d. So first you think about, okay, this is 7d squared and plus 14d. Actually, 1 is 1 square, right? So you look at 1b, right? It's 7a. 2ab is 7 times 1 is 7 times 2 is 14. Yeah, it's a perfect square, right? 7d plus 1 square, right? Yeah. And this one is negative 48, right? So you have to be careful, use negative in the fact form. So it's a 3a squared minus 48a live here, and 8 squared, right? 8 times 3 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. But we have to write 3a minus 8 squared. Yeah, pay more attention here, right? Negative. Okay, next, its expression has 3 terms. And it's not perfect square, right? It's s squared plus bs. Let's see. So we can write the form x plus r, s plus s, right? Where c equals r times s, right? It's the product of 2 factor, and b equals the sum of the 2 factor, right? For example, this one is 9 times 2, and then this 1, see? So 9 times 2 is 18. So cross multiplication 2 plus 9 is 11. So it should be here is s, right? Here is s plus 9 times x plus 2. So okay. So next, step 5. If the expression has 3 terms and the form is as squared plus bs plus c, a not equals 1, yeah, look for factor of the form. So it should be true binomial. So x 2 factors, they have a coefficient, and c equals r times x, and a equals p times q, and b equals ps plus qr, right? So for this one, yeah, we can factor out the leading coefficient s squared. So 2, maybe 2, 2. Yeah, try it. So and the 5, so 5, 1, right? Factor out. So because this is negative, so it should be negative, the big number. So we can do the cross multiplication. So you see, negative 5 times 1 is negative 5, 2 times 2 is 4, and then this is 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, right? 2 times 1 is positive 2. Negative 10 plus 2 equals negative 8. It's perfect, right? So the answer should be 2x minus 5 times 2x plus 1. So yeah, we factor it. Okay. So the last one, step 6, if the expression has 4 or more terms, try grouping strategy, right? The grouping first. So look at x to the power of 5, y plus s squared, y cubic minus s cubed, y cubed minus the y5. So look at every single term, y. So the y is common factor, we factor out, and then you look at the inside. So we group these two, right? Because they have s squared common factor, and then we group these two, so they have a common factor y squared. So okay, you see s squared, s cubed plus y squared, and minus this y squared factor out, s cubed plus, and then you see two term s cubed plus y, they have a same factor, right? So every term have this expression, so we factor out y x cubed plus y squared, and s squared left, and this y squared left, and then go here. So and s squared minus y squared is still continue because s squared minus squared is a different square format, so we can continue factor out. Yeah, okay, that's very good. Thank you for watching.